Hey guys, welcome to the Toy Story 7. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman 1984 Wonder Woman action figure. So this is really cool, really blessed. Picked this up today. So Wonder Woman 84 is actually supposed to release, or was supposed to release in about a month. I think it got pushed back to like August. It might have been pushed back a year, but I believe it's just pushed back to August. And you know, the action figures, you know, I kind of thought some of them might come out, but I wasn't completely sure about it because, you know, it's weird. We've never really seen anything like this. But I actually found this one at Target today. I don't know when the street date is. I'm assuming it's May 1st, but I know some companies are still doing pre-orders for it, and I didn't expect to find it at Target. You know, I was kind of expecting maybe to find this at Walmart. That's where I've seen a lot of people find it, but I did find it at Target, so I guess I'll be carrying them too, because, you know, the Multiverse figures with the new Mcfarlane ones, some stores are carrying them, some of them aren't. Like with the Green Arrow figure, like Amazon, Walmart, and Target were carrying it, but GameStop wasn't. But then the Harley Quinn figure was being sold at Walmart, Target, GameStop, and I believe Amazon. So, you know, some of these are having weird availability, but this one I believe is going to be pretty much all the stores, at least just, you know, the main retailers. I don't know about GameStop, but we got a nice clear view of our inbox. We have DC Multiverse Wonder Woman written there. We have the new Mcfarlane Toys logo over here that they put on there. I don't think it's a new logo, just it's the first time they've ever put it there. The background does actually look a little bit different. Like, I could be wrong, but I believe the background for the packaging is different this time. This is technically Wave 2. We have Wonder Woman from Wonder Woman 1984 there. Then we got that really cool promotional picture of Wonder Woman. We have each character available, and then we have from the film 2020, and we have the other characters in the wave. You can see the Golden Eagle armor Wonder Woman there, the animated figures, and the Arkham games. Now, technically, this is the first DCEU figure. Technically, Harley Quinn was the first one, because they showed her picture on the back of the boxes, but that figure I don't believe has ever been released, and we've never seen images of the actual figure, so I'm going to count this as the first DCEU figure to ever been released. And also, here's the UPC, and where it says the Wave, DC Wave 2 Wonder Woman. So yeah, let's sum this up. And I just wanted to point this out. I was trying to cut this with a knife before I realized they put a twist tie in the packaging. I don't think they've done twist ties before, so I'm gonna untwist this. It's not like a metal one or anything, but I think typically they've just used kind of like that zip wire type thing, so now they're using the ties, which are kind of cool. So yeah, so here we have her out of the packaging, and she does stand pretty well so far. I think she actually might be standing a little bit on the base back there, and she does come with one, which I'll show off in a second. But yeah, so far she does stand pretty good, and yeah, very, very cool. And here's the trading card. It has that promotional image, which looks really cool. We got Wonder Woman 1984 down there. We have a bio for Wonder Woman. Very cool. I really like these. You know, they're not like the highlight of collecting it, but I think it's pretty cool. And I like that they give you a bio. I just think the trading card element is actually kind of cool, to be honest. I like that they're doing that. You know, it's something different. It's something too that, you know, like a lot of the old toy lines used to do. So it's just kind of cool to see them do that. And also, like I said, you do get a base, which I'm grabbing right here. Here we have the base, and it's pretty cool. It's the same bases we've seen from Wave 1. We got DC there, and she does have the peg holes where she can just kind of like stand on it, so that's pretty neat. And so here we have Wonder Woman from the new movie, and I think they've done a really good job with this one. So you do get two lassos. You get this one, which I'll show off a little bit better, but you do get this alternative lasso, so you can actually hang it on her waist when she's not using her main one. It's really the same lasso, but I just really like that. We saw Mattel do that a couple times too. It's just but yeah, the eyes, everything looks good. The little tiara. Then you have the hair, which looks good too. I like what they've done here with the paint. I think it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like brownish blonde. It just looks really good. I like how they did that. And you got the little armband there. Then you have her gauntlets on the sides here, which are really nicely detailed and really nicely painted. You have her little arms there too. Little armband, that is. And then also too, you have the suit. Now you'll notice she doesn't have a bandolier because she doesn't come with a sword, because in the new movie they're going to focus more on her using the lasso than the sword, which I think is great, because, you know, I've always said Wonder Woman is almost the strongest Superman. Like, why does she need a sword? Like, I kind of get it, but I just think it's cool that they're finally going to have her focus like on the lasso more, like she does in the comics, and just her own abilities. So I think that's pretty neat. And we got the emblem there, which is really neat. But also too, what they've done with this suit, which I absolutely love, they made the colors brighter, and this is something they've done in the movie too. But it's got this metallic red, and it just looks so good. Like, the dark red suit's cool, but I'm so glad they're finally giving her like a more brighter color scheme. You got the blue and gold there. You got the little hook for the lasso, which I showed off earlier. And then you have her boots, which are pretty good. Got the little golden knee pads there, and I like that you can see like the kind of like brown traps that goes around them. I think that's cool. I like how you can kind of see her legs through the cracks of them. I think that's kind of cool that they did that. I don't really remember any of the other Wonder Woman toys doing that, so these might be like new that they're actually doing in the new movie, but I do like that they have the straps here. I think that's pretty cool, and I do think like the foot joint is pretty well hidden by these actually. You know how some of them have that weird kind of like foot joint? I think they've done a pretty good job with hiding that, and I think that's pretty cool, and the colors on these are just really nice. So yeah. And as for articulation, you got a 360 at the head, you can look up and down, you have 360 the arms, swing out the shoulder, and they're on butterfly joints, which is really nice. You got a 360 there. You have double jointed elbows, which is cool. I don't think I've ever owned an Wonder Woman with double jointed elbows. To be honest, I'm not sure if they've ever actually made one, so that's really cool. And they do look good. You know, like sometimes double jointed elbows don't look good on like the female characters, but it does look good. So I like that they did that, and then the hands rotate and move. Then you have that weird torso joint that I don't know the name for, that I could easily learn the name by Googling, but I just haven't done that for like 5 years now, which is kind of weird. And then the legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. They're kind of rotate a little bit too. You have double jointed knees again, which is nice, and they kind of move a little bit. And then also the feet move up and down and rotate, and the toes do have toe articulation. It's very well hidden, because the boot actually looks like it's molded when you have it like this, but the toes do articulate. I think that's cool. I've always liked toe articulation. I know it can break easily, but I've always thought it's pretty neat. But yeah, and as for her, like the lasso that's kind of drawn out, I will show that off in a little bit better detail now. Both it and the regular lasso have this really nice texture that goes around it. It's pretty long too, and I'm really excited to see the lasso in the movie, because I was a little disappointed with how they've handled it in prior DCU movies. So I think it's great they're finally giving it kind of like a shot to shine in this one. I think that's pretty cool, because it's very useful. Like I said, she's used it in the comic books probably more so than her sword and shield, so it's just cool that they're actually attempting to kind of do something different with it. And as you can see, it does look really good. I think it's pretty nice. You can probably create some really cool shots of this. It just looks really cool. To be honest, I don't believe that Mattel ever produced like a lasso like this for their Wonder Woman action figures from the movie. To be fair, I don't think she ever really used her lasso from the movie, like, you know, kind of like this at all. Like she's going to use it in this new one, like I just talked about. But it is cool that they give us this, and I think that's pretty neat. Lastly, here's a comparison with the DC Multiverse Mattel Wonder Woman. This one's the 6-inch action figure. The new Mcfarlane one's a 7-inch. So as you can see, the new one is a lot bigger than the old one. I don't really mind. As you can see too, like you can see the differences that I was talking about, like with the darker colors on this one and the bandolier. And you can also see, well, actually, no, I was wrong. The shoes are exactly the same. And here's a comparison with the Linda Carter Wonder Woman that Multiverse did. Very cool action figure. This is one of the last ones they did. It was for the Signature Collection. It might actually be the last Wonder Woman figure they did. I think the last Wonder Woman was the one that came in Super Lex Wave, but I believe they came out around the same time. So it's a very well possibility that they both could be the last. But yeah, as you can see, very cool. And it is nice to have these two together. And you can see again what I'm talking about, like more brighter colors. I think that's cool. Here's a comparison with a DC Multiverse Ben Affleck Batman, and she is a little bit taller due to the base. Like, obviously without the base she'd be a little bit shorter, but she is still pretty tall. Personally, I don't really care. Like, I know everybody's kind of complaining about the height difference in this, but I think the heights are okay. Like, really, I don't mind if a character is taller than the other. Like, you know, there is sometimes when it looks really bad, but it's really just by 1 inch, and maybe not necessarily by that much. I just don't think it's too, like, I don't think it's as bad. The only thing I will say, as you know, she does have a little bit of a problem standing on the base. But aside from that, I would definitely say very cool. And yeah, she is a little bit taller than Superman too, but again, I think it is the base. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.